I spend a lot of time talking with people about their lawns, and there's one thing that never ceases to surprise me: how few people, less than 1 in 4 households, actually feed their lawns.
Fertilising your lawn is about much more than just making your grass green. It's actually the simplest preventative maintenance job you can do.
The biggest complaints most people have with their lawns are weeds and patchy spots, and in most cases both of these problems can be avoided by, you guessed it, regular feeding.
The wisdom used to be that you fed your lawn once or maybe twice a year, but the fact is, if you want a quality lawn, not just a patch of grass, then you need to feed in early spring, early to mid-summer, and once more again in autumn.
And don't think this is hard work. It only takes around 10 minutes to do the average lawn. So think about it, that's about 30 minutes a year to have the perfect lush green lawn year round. It sounds like a bargain to me.
You're probably wondering how feeding helps fix these problems. Well, pretty simple.
When grass is strong, healthy and actively growing, it'll smother out existing weeds and it won't leave space for new weeds to pop up.
And bare patches? Well, the funny thing about them is that they are self-expanding. The soil becomes dry and baked, the grass around the edges gets stressed and weakened, so the patch gets bigger and bigger.
And with a well-fed lawn, you can often avoid these barren spots altogether.
Before you go rushing to grab your lawn food, it's worth understanding how types of fertiliser work. Most lawn foods will give your grass a short, sharp kick. They release nutrients fast and run out of feeding oomph just as fast. Sure, you'll get a reasonably fast greening up, but you run the risk of scorching the grass, and you'll also get rapid, often poor quality surge growth. So before you know it, you're on the mower.
What you've done is flooded your grass with nutrients, some of which end up in the grass, but most of it ends up too deep in the soil or it runs off into the environment.
On the other hand, slow-release fertilisers are the smart way to feed your lawn.
A slow-release fertiliser like Scott's Lawn Builder will feed your lawn as it needs it for 3 months. Think of it like giving your lawn a full 3 courses rather than a double serve of dessert.
The slow-release engineering means it won't scorch and you don't even need to water it afterwards. It's as close to mistake-proof as can be.
It's worth looking at the different varieties of slow-release lawn food for different situations and lawn types too.
And All-Purpose is designed as a good all-rounder for all turf grasses, including the ever-popular kikuyu. Buffalo is a blend tailored for the specific needs of today's #1 lawns, the softleaf buffaloes. And this formulation is specifically for autumn and winter feeding.
And if water is an issue for you, then look out for the blends that contain an additional wetting agent. That'll help the nutrients and water penetrate well down into the soil.
When you're spreading the fertiliser, you'll get a much better result using a simple hand spreader. Just walk across the lawn in a regular pattern at a steady pace while cranking. You might find going backwards makes it easier. If that's not easy enough for you, then check this out. It's a liquid hose-on lawn food that greens in 3 days and it keeps feeding for 3 months.
The convenience of a fast-acting hose-on with the long-term impact of a slow-release feed. Very cool. So simple really. A little time will bring a great reward when you feed your lawn the right way a few times a year.